Hey everybody, Asher here, back with some more Hearthstone, where we're doing Dragon Priest again, and we're going with a list that I'm tweaking to just kind of trying to revisit what I had before, because last time I was playing a bit more of a tempo priest, although there are some tempo lists that are going around right now. It's probably the most famous of them, but no, we're going to be doing a RAR 2.0, which is more of a control deck. And when I say control deck, it does rely more on just holding on to the board state and kind of throwing up your taunts like your Warm Rest Agent and your Twilight Guardian. Notice that I'm not playing Sludge Belchers in here, but those are a lot of your taunt issues. Your Chill Maul as well. I do keep Red and Blackhand in here, even though I'm not seeing as many legendaries at around the rank that I'm at, when he's relevant. But the idea here is that you have comeback cards like Light Bomb, Cabal Shadow Priest. I'm not entirely sure about having two of them in here, but at least that's the starting point for the list that I'm working from right now. So I want to see if it is something that I can make work or if it's something that's going to need to change. But otherwise, we do keep our early game of Northshire Clerics. We do have Dark Cultist. I had someone ask me why I use Dark Cultist instead of Blackwing Technicians. The reason is that while the +1/+1 is nice if you can get it on the conditional, the +3 health is always there. And honestly, if you can get that +3 health put on one of your taunts, you're going to be in really good shape. Another card that I've looked to add in here is Velen's Chosen, just because if you can turn 3 that on a Warm Rest Agent turn 2, that's a beefed up Death Lord. Granted, it's 5 mana over 2 turns, but very few decks can deal with that. But let's go ahead, dive into some games, and see if we can continue to do some work with the dragons.
Anduin versus Gul'dan.
Your soul, you win.
Well, that's one way to start the game here, is just have a Gul'dan. Maybe Godly is trying to go backwards and get to rank 20 so I can just surrender again and again. I don't know, but someone didn't like facing Priest. Or maybe someone disconnected. Let's try that again. Free star. Alright, it's Shaman time, and in the Shaman matchup, what do we like to do? We like to get rid of our high drops, try and get some low drops in there. Totem Shaman is really deal-withable if you get your taunts out early. There is one Holy Smite in this deck. Overall, a pretty terrible opening hand, so I'm curious about how this one's going to go. Like I said, it's still just something where you got to kind of roll with it sometimes. I don't have a lot of ways to deal with this. I don't want to drop a 2-drop into it. So we'll just end turn right now.
Greetings.
Definitely going to have to fish out some answers, because right now I don't have any of my card draw. I don't have any of my dragons. I don't have any of my Northshire Clerics. So this will be fun. I'm not used to seeing in the Ruby and Egg from Shaman, so... Well, I don't want to pop the egg. So we'll just heal up for now. We're going to play this nice and slow. Alright, so Doomra, what you got for me? It's funny, it's like since I've come back and since the new sets come out, it's funny to deal with. Like, I'm not that high rank, but I'm still feel a little bit of like rank wariness or something, if that makes any sense at all. Alright, so we could potentially do this and then coin Holy Smite. It's a lot of committing to the board early, but I gotta do something here.
Do you like to play with fire?
Alright, now unfortunately, if I coin and then Holy Smite, that does pop this egg. So I'm not sure if that's the best option, so we'll leave this here right now. Maybe not the best play ever. This is still a deck and a list that I'm learning, and right now these are the cards I want in my opening hand, not some of this stuff, but we have to fight for boards somehow, some way. He can't just get a neat trade into there. Actually drawing the Hex out this early is fantastic, as you get to hear dogs slurping in the background because they just like to wait. They like to wait till right about now. This is amazing. I only have one dragon in hand. And I want to use this 3 damage for something other than a 1-drop, but I really need board right now. So maybe... this can be good. This can be good. How much water did I give you? That's alright. I know most of what it is that I'm quiet at the computer doing work or doing other stuff, and then suddenly Okay, well, I hear him talking, so obviously he's here, right? Would have been nice to cabal that before. I don't really have a great play other than trading this out, which is an awful play. Well, I think that's what I've set myself up for. Now, I have dragons all through this deck. This is I'm doing terrible. Terrible. We're even gonna heal you. Why in the world did I do that? Because I do not want to pop that egg. I want to take it myself. Even then, I don't have a lot in the way of activators, but it is good insurance against Lightning Storm. So I'm expecting something silly like a big ol' Earth Elemental here in a minute. And what did we learn last time from playing our Control Priest on stream? Is not to pop all these eggs and then leave them hanging. But it may not be a totem variant. I swear I have dragons in this deck. I did. It has Rend in it, so I did pick the dragon deck.
Right away.
I'm not crazy. Alright. So now you get to deal with the sound of dog eating in the background, which is exciting because I set food out early in the morning and now it's later in the day, and oh, let's eat. So please drop a Dr. Boom or something. That'd be a gift from Rend Blackhand. No, that's not what we're doing. Okay. So, what do you got? Bloodlust. Okay, so we're getting all the win conditions out of the way. That's a positive. Alright. Finally, a Twilight Guardian. I guess the first question is, do I steal this and then start poking away? And I think the answer is yes. I only have one dragon in hand right now. So, not having the taunt up is a little risky.
Let me change your mind.
I think stealing this is a little more important.
Right away.
And we can do this. Then we can go full Northshire. That's right, if he gets a healing totem, he's not going to be able to get all the 1/1s there. If he has a second Bloodlust, this isn't a very high value board. And I want to try and have some dragon insurance, because all the dragons are at the bottom of my deck right now. But 2 Cabal Shadow Priest. I'm a believer, especially in a meta where Shamans are way more prevalent, if only because people are experimenting with cards. Oh, Annie. Annie's the big dog. It's just like, all this food, I'm going to go, ow, 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 ow. She now thinks I'm making fun of her. I am. So 2 pretty good Cabal targets there. Thank you for dropping the Flame Tongue Totem. He's got a turn 8 that could be decent. Let's break the crystal. I thought this broke. There we go. It is broken.
There is little time.
And there's your Fire Elemental probably on that. Really? Okay. So we do have a death. And he's just going to sack one of these. That plays into my favor alright, to be honest, because it does let me get a heal up. Oh boy. Let's see, that changes things just a little bit. So if I go ahead and... We always want to draw first. Get that draw in there. Light Bomb is a very good card. Then we... Death. Yes, I am mocking you. And now we get our dragons up. So, we went from... Oh my god, is it a dragon deck to... Yes, it's a dragon. Well, I did play the Blackwing Corruptor before. So it's not like it's a total surprise. Oh goody, too bad I don't have a third. Well, somebody likes his card draw for breakfast. Alright. I don't... Well, that's a good top deck. Let's go ahead and at least do this right.
You think this is funny?
And then... Let's see, what do we want to... We have 9 mana, so we do this first. Another Twilight Whelp, which is a good kicker. Velen's Chosen, which is awesome, especially to seal the late game here. And we're going to go ahead and throw out the Guardian. It survives Lightning Storm better. Because he's going to get 3 card draws, which I'm winning in the card draw front. That's really his only path to success. He's down to 8 mana, so he can't do anything super crazy with Alec here. Alright. This is why Rend is really nice to have. Alright.
Right away.
I think you've done your job. And then let's resolve the boom bots first. Yeah.
You think this is funny?
1, 2. Howdy! And then do we draw another card instead of playing something? I think so. What do we want? And there's a second Wormrest agent. Let's go ahead and get this as well. This is Dragon Control. Control, I guess I played so much Control Warrior before. Or recently. There we go. Second Hex. We already used 1 Hex, and now we just have a bunch of little things on the board. Blood Mage. Is that going to be an Earth Shock? No. Whoa! Whoa, okay. That's a little better. Alright, now he still does have threats. I also have Ysera though, so I'm not super concerned right now.
Right away.
Let's get the spell power out of there. Let's get this out of here. He's used both hexes, so I'm totally safe to do this. And we're just gonna go face. No great reason to put anything else on the board right now. Although the only way he could punish me is a second Lightning Storm, which he's probably drawn, assuming pretty much all Shamans run to. Laughing Sister is the default card for Ysera, apparently. That's okay. I'm ahead. I have massive card advantage. I have board advantage. He actually found an activator. He's gonna take this out. I got some news for you, buddy. I got another one. Okay. And more totems. And what's that last one? Argus. Now, I only run 1 Holy Nova. So this is where I debate maybe taking out one of the Cabals, although it worked well in this one, and get a second. So let's see. How do we want to do this?
I must consider.
Probably put Velen's on you. Okay. We'll run you into here.
Right away.
Get another card. Chill Maw, which hurts my board a little bit more than helps. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Taunt. Laughing Sister. And are we just gonna get what? Dream. Okay, well if he gets something big, I can just kick it back. Really powerful late game. Dream is sometimes an exceptionally dead draw, but here it's pretty good. Lightning Storm, no spell power totem. That actually helps clean up my board just a little bit, so that's fine. I still have plenty of threats in hand. And I don't need any more card draws. I'm going to use one anyway, though. Powered Shield. Shadow Word Death.
This is funny.
And let's see here. Since we have 4 more mana, let's throw in another dragon. I have Chill Maw, so I have extra activators. Dream also can be used defensively if one of your key minions is low and you want to restore him. I am not entirely sure if Dream actually activates a death rattle like Chill Maw's death rattle. But hey, that is more controlling style dragon. priest. There we go. And we have a golden mind control, finally, after all this time. Priest, I believe, is my highest level class. I'd have to double check that. But let's roar at least one more time. You notice that game took a little while, so we probably only have time for one more. But that's kind of how the deck list works. You get the board, you get the board, you get the board. It's control priest with dragons. And what there we
The
go.
light shall bring victory.
I'm going to ditch the Pyromancer for now. Although Pyromancer trades up pretty well. This hand's okay. This hand's pretty slow. I probably could have ditched that Azure Drake and gotten another dragon for the Twilight Whelp.
Greetings.
So let's see what we got. Hello. I'm a dragon deck. How are you doing? It's interesting that the Warlock insta-conceded to me before.
The pleasure is
And I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to be doing against Rogue here. But it looks like I may have already drawn an Eviscerate. No, Auto Barber. Well, I will happily trade out this for that. Oh, don't even have to trade out. Thank you, base top deck. We'll play this now. Might have been better for me to try and wait because this does leave open the possibility of, well, I have coins, so rocket launch, we're not going to get coin daggered. Oh, I missed my laser. But look at that. How many cards did he spend? He spent coin and he spent Eviscerate.
Right away.
So 1 damage. I have earlier minions than this. You can see my curve is a little higher than the prior dragon deck than I had. But still, there's supposed to be some lower minions in this. I guess not keeping Azure Drake would be better. Okay, so are you actually going to give me the free card draw here? Because the more I can fish through my deck early, the better. In fact, we're going to get a little greedy here.
Someone in right away.
Alright. I don't know if he's going to have a way to punish this. Some of these rogue lists are running Earth and Ring Farseer, which could make me overdraw. I have 6 cards, 7, 8, 9. So I wouldn't be overdrawing this turn. Hello. So Mech Rogue. I wonder if he's running a new Barak. Doubt it. Alright. So there's a Holy Nova that I guess we could deal with. If I drop this down, it just dies. But I guess that's better than the alternative.
Right away.
Because we just want to fish through our deck right now, which may be the better way than playing slow. And then dropping another minion. Because there's a few ways where if he wants to leave this up, he could have some problems. But since it's a creature-based rogue deck... Alright. 1 sap. There are much better targets to sap, dude. So he's gonna get the Sensei action there. Would love a dragon with taunt right about now. Valen's Chosen will work. If he has another rogue you can play, I kind of want to get rid of that before, but dropping this and adding spell power is so much stronger. Now, since you were kind enough to sap it, and now I have an activator for my Pyromancer. Another Power Word Shield. Would love to Shadow Priest this, even if I don't have any mechs of my own in this deck, just for the denial. Okay. I've gotten enough card draw this game to do pretty good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
This is our
Town Scrub.
Yeah,
Beat it. This looks like a Pyromancer turn to me. I think it is a Pyromancer turn. Oh boy. This is such a Pyromancer turn. Alright. Look at all the dragons we don't have to activate. Let's start by killing you. Bye-bye. Oh, that is too lucky. I do like to play with fire. Why, thank you. just could take you out entirely. Yeah, let's do that. And then drop a team dragon. Because we want to have board. And this is where our card draw, we're really leveraging it into a better advantage. Because he just spammed a board pretty hard. And I was able to take it out with the Pyromancer. I mean, Iron Sensei is... The reason you don't see many people run it is that it's just so slow. And it's a random mech. You can kind of control it with your board. That's fine. Might even be worth trading into this. It's a shame it's not a turn later. You know, we'll just spend all of our mana this turn. That's alright. I mean, the alternative would be trade these two in, drop another minion, but I didn't really... I wanted to save these guys to kind of make the Ysera turn cleaner. And unless he has a Blade Flurry in here somewhere, that may have been the right move. Alright. But is it a Ysera turn? It depends on what else he drops.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Okay, Toasty. I don't think it's a Ysera turn yet. Ooh, okay. I have two options here. I can Cabal this. I can Corruptor this. It's unlikely he's running Shadow Step. This swings the board for me a little better. Lets me play this in just face. Since he's a mech deck, he wants to have his synergy pieces here. And let's see, he could Vanish. This isn't particularly susceptible to Blade Flurry. He's got to have both cards to make it work. He doesn't. He might, though. That one spell power can make a difference. Okay, so anything else? Okay. That's a play you can make. Chill Maw is good here, but since I can just trade out my board, I think... Let's see here. Do I guess we're going to keep the Dark Cultist up because we are going to play Ysera. So... I'll just do this. Keep the Dark Cultist up, and there we go. Now it's rank 14, he very well could be running Assassinate. I've seen that card pop up about as much as Mass Dispel lately. But we're controlling the Mech Rogue, which I guess some people would say, it's not a high tier deck. This is what he has right now. And it's probably about to be a concession here. Yeah, in fact, this is going to kind of hurt him a little bit, because we're just going to ignore.
I shall bring you rest.
Why not? Not so bad. So looking at this right here, it's just a matter of you want to control the board as best as possible. If you're less inclined to do a tempo list and controls more your style, this is a good list. It's not without its flaws or its questions.
Well played.
I shall bring you rest.
But it's a list that does its thing, and it fits my playstyle a little better, I think. I really like tempo decks, but I think for having an early curve and then being able to control later suits my style better. Another level for mind control. So let's just look at the deck one more time, as we tend to do here. This is RAR 2.0, where the games are a little longer. And you'll notice I don't run mind control here. Where's the golden one? Where's the golden one? There it is. So pretty. But yeah, you got to see a lot of the cards in action. You got to see Ysera do her thing. Rend actually is a very nice counter for Dr. Boom, since he's 7 mana. Sylvanas, I never really had need to play her. I never had need to Light Bomb. But Blackwing is It's just as good as a fire elemental, and it cost one less, and we have plenty of dragon activators. But you got to see kind of two games, one where I didn't get dragons early and had to use my control powers to make it work, which is why I personally question the two Cabal Shadow Priests. It certainly worked out, and they are certainly stronger when there's a lot of Shaman in play. But otherwise, yeah, this is the deck. Feel free to try it out. Feel free to leave your thoughts, modifications in the comments. Sometimes 2 Holy Novas might be better just to be able to draw it more consistently, especially versus hunters. Some people would say the Alchemy Circle combo is still kind of key or necessary. That was the conclusion I ran into the first time I was playing with a control list before, but I think Light Bomb, 1 Holy Nova, and then a lot of the taunts gets its job done. Plus, Wild Pyromancer deals with a lot of what flooding the board Paladins can do, which is nice too. But yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Asher. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to give your thoughts on the deck, but I will see you all in the days to come. Take care.